Greetings, dear friends. Welcome back to 6 Degrees of Connection, the daily live broadcast on Alatra TV. On the daily basis, in live broadcasts, we meet people from various countries and continents to find out about their culture and to discuss very important questions concerning our society. What kind of world each person would like to live in? How do we envision the society of happy people? And what can each of us do to live in a creative society tomorrow? So let me introduce you my co-host, Olga.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. You are welcome on Alatra TV, on our broadcast that takes place on a daily basis. And today we are having Mozambique as our guest, right? To take part. And maybe the guests can introduce themselves also.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Alatra TV. How are you? How's everyone? Hope everyone is happy and fantastic as we are. My name is Miguel Wilson da Silva. I'm an artist. I'm a drummer in a band. I sing, I paint, I do lectures, and I'm happy. That's my introduction.
You so much. Yeah, and what about you?
And now we have Joseph.
Joseph.
Good evening, everybody. My name is José Matabel, and I'm a humanist, I'm an author and an entrepreneur. So I'm excited to hear from you. What is this all about? Why are we going to move forward? And I'm born and raised in Maputo, which is the capital of our country. So yeah, I'm excited to hear from you how we're going to move forward.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. And I want to say that in our broadcast, they use the theory of 6 handshakes, which says that all people on our planet are connected through 5 or even less social connections. So due to these and modern technologies, many people from different countries can join discussion of this topic. So do you, dear viewers. If you would like to participate in our next live broadcast, please send us an email using the address you're seeing right now on the screen. If our technical support shows it to you, yeah. And please don't forget to share with this video using 2 hashtags Alatra Unites and Creative Society. Now I'm giving the floor to my
And it's very easy to join www.alatraunites.com. There is option to join. So everybody is welcome to participate us, and we can schedule the next live broadcast. So it's super easy, especially as Tatiana mentioned, with technology that should be used actually for something good nowadays, for something positive, for something creative, for something that we can be proud of. And we are proud to have this project. And I think maybe we can start with introducing Mozambique as a country. Tatiana, what do you think? So, because I have never been to Mozambique, never in my life. And what about you? I think it's very interesting to hear about this country.
Absolutely agree with you. And I would like to ask our guests, guys, so what do you love about your country the most? What makes you proud?
About our country. Well,
yeah.
I'm not even identified with this idea. I apologize. There is a dog in here with a lot of noise. I don't know if it's breaking, but I'm not even identified with this idea of nationality. As I told you in advance, I'm a humanist, so I'm a citizen of the world.
Okay.
By chance, I born here in Mozambique. I born in Mozambique, which is a wonderful country with a huge beaches, with a lot of mineral resources, a lot of things interesting that we can make it very, very rich country. We can even make it a capital of tourism of Africa. It's a very beautiful country. But although we have a lot of challenges, which makes us 60% of the people of our country. We are 30 million people. 60% of our people don't even speak the official language, which makes a challenge in order to develop our country. That's why I'm interested to hear from you. How are you planning to put your strategy here in Mozambique, taking in consideration all these situations that we are facing here? Because we are really willing to develop, but the people don't have the access to schools to read. So even to us, it's difficult to get in touch with our brothers from our land. So I'm very interested to hear what is the strategy that you're planning to apply here in Mozambique in order to reach this mass, which is the majority from our country. Just a note, when it comes to the internet, we know the internet is connecting everyone in the world, but we only 30,000 people have an access to a smartphone, and we are 30 million. So I would like to hear you, since you are experienced, how we can make this people together in our culture and develop our country. And I'm very interesting. I hope you guys have a good plan in order to move forward and have a good society with more peace, strength, and happiness for everyone. And that's it.
Mm. We actually were receiving these questions from many people when we also were organizing a conference that took place last year. It was called Society the Last Chance, where the people from different countries, they managed like to be in one call, and we discussed the burning issues of our, let's say, civilization that concerns not only people from Mozambique, people from Russia, for example. I am from Russia. But also like basically all the nationalities. And the solution found to be just one solution to change the current format of our civilization from consumer format of relationships to a more progressive, to build fundamentally new society on new principles. And we called it creative society. And our second part of our broadcast, we will come to this issue of creative society, where we will be talking about how actually we came up with 8 Alatu foundations. Otherwise, thank you so much for your introductions, because I think when you said you are the citizen of the planet, and it really, you know, very open-minded remark. So thanks a lot for this. And maybe we can also ask Miguel, what makes you proud also to be born in and to be a person, a citizen from Mozambique?
Oh, well, actually, José stole my introduction, but it's okay. I was going to say, well, most of the same things that he said. I'll just add some more beautiful things as well. Because as José said, I met José actually in the humanism sessions. And as he said, there's not a lot of people here actually that think like us. We know it's a very small people that are doing this, but José is doing a very good work, as I said yesterday, in schools and everything to empower people and bring that feeling of we're not just Mozambicans. We are Mozambicans. We are a part of something bigger because we all are one. So I think that what José said also complements what I said as well. I was by chance born in Maputo in Mozambique. We can say, of course, we are proud of our country. Of course, we are proud of our country. Our country is beautiful, as José said. We have a coastal line so enormous. We have unexplored beaches until today. There was this rainforest that was discovered 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, on top of a mountain here that we couldn't reach it because we didn't have drones at the time. And they discovered it, and they discovered like new species of animals, new species of insects, new species of plants. I mean, things that haven't been even known before the drones, for example. And now that is possible. So what makes me proud of my country is all this multiculturality that we have here. For example, My grandmother parents are from Goa. My mother's parents are from here. My parents are from Portugal. So it's all mixed. And if the humanity sees that, when they can grasp that knowledge, that information, that's when we have a first step. That's when we can go to the creative society. For me, that's how I see it. And yeah, I think, I don't know if you want to know more. I love my country. What can I say? And I love the world as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for such interesting description. And we actually have seen some beautiful pictures of your country during your introduction. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing with us. Actually, it would be nice one day to visit your country. So now I think that we can move to the next part of our broadcast. So we see that right now millions of people from different countries of the world are actively joining the Creative Society project, sharing their ideas and discussions, the way to build the creative society for all people on our planet. So we would like to ask you, how do you envision the society where every person can be happy and live comfortably in all areas of life? What is a creative society for you?
Eduardo, queres ir primeiro? Vou eu.
Yes, sir. But come again with the question: what is our vision of creative society? Isn't it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Qual é a
yeah.
nossa visão de uma sociedade criativa? Como é que seria para a
Yeah,
gente ficar
well,
felizes, né?
yeah. Thank you for the translation, brother. It's very easy. It's very easy to answer that question because I think every human being deep down within has this intent to live with peace, to have happiness and strength to do good deeds. But it's not what is happening in our world with a lot of violence, with a lot of ego in every action. We talk about our system, the banks, and how our economy works. Everything is corrupted. I don't want to talk about the specifics on this topic because it's not even interesting. But I have a vision of a world where people have eliminated all the psychological problems related with anxiety, with depression, with stress. People are struggling with these things today, even people at urban zones with the television, with the clothes, with the roof to sleep on it. People are suffering anyway, even with a good position in society. So I think that really the idea of this creative society is interesting, but I would like to understand why you're willing to put it to work for those that don't even speak Portuguese, not even English, how they're going to be a part of this. Because people don't make mistakes because they want to do it. They don't understand. Ignorance is something very, very, very important these days because people don't even know what they're doing. They're not aware the fact that they harmed someone. They're just trying to survive. And the creative society is a very interesting topic. Is a very interesting concept. So people may live a life as a present, as a blessing to be in a world, being a part of something big, not just a country, but being a citizen of the planet, as I was saying before, and have these benefits to be alive. So it's pretty interesting. But as I told you, I want to understand how you're willing to put it to work because we've been working on this. We've been working on this for quite a while in order to provide tools for people to cure the mental suffering, to understand that this is all about beliefs, but we are struggling with this. So I'm very interested to hear what are the tools of the creative society in order to move forward, in order to get to these people. They are there, even in the jungles, in order to provide them a good life, which is the present to be alive.
Thank you so much for these questions. So actually, you forwarded this question back to us. So this is super interesting, and it's fair enough. So it's fair enough. And basically, as I mentioned, we are now in the processes of information stage. So it means we are now collecting opinions of people from all over the world, from all kinds of professions, background, life experiences, to ask them exactly how do they see the changes basically in the society. Because our conference that was organized last year, called Society the Last Chance, people said already, they confirmed, yes, we do need the change. So it's clear cut answer for everyone. We do need the change. The question is now how we implement it, because as you mentioned, in a jungle, in the country where they don't speak Portuguese, Russian, English, or whatever language, how it's going to be implemented. So basically, for this reason, we published the article that is very well now translated into many languages and available on www.allowtounite.com website, where we are planning, and now our technical support is helping us to go through it. It has three main stages. The first is information stage. As I mentioned, we are collecting opinions of people. Second is political stage, where we are forming a demand for a change. So basically, this is what we want to, and this is basically what we'll be voting for. And the third stage, it's called implementation stage. Basically, we are conducting the international referendum, where people from different countries basically will say openly their position, how they want to see it. And with our technologies, with it's more than super easy. It's more than easy processes. So this is what we, plan so far to do.
Actually, can I add something? Recently, I was a person who also didn't believe to the idea of creative society, because I was sure that we can't do and can't change this world. But while participating in project 6 Degrees of Connection and the Creative Society project and other projects of Alatra International Public Movement, I see that a lot of people from different countries, they find us, they join the movement, they join projects, and there are a lot of people from countries which I didn't know that there are such countries on a map. So we see that, it works like how to say that. How to say that, or can you help me? It works like one person says to another. It is very important to talk to our community, to talk to our neighbors, to talk to our co-workers, teachers, friends, students, to everyone. If we really love, if we really like to change the world, to change our society from consumer-based format to creative one, and we want to live in a better world tomorrow, so we can act and we don't have to keep silence. So Miguel, what about you? Can you share with us?
Okay. Yeah, it's a shame. What happened to Jose? I don't know what happened. He asked the question and he left. But anyway, I understand it perfectly. So let me tell you what's my idea of a creative society. What's my idea? And now I saw with your pillars and everything. First of all, and is what Swartz told, it's very important that everybody deals with their internal demons and angels. It's very important. That's the first thing that must happen. And I believe that true meditation is possible. So everyone has to believe, because some people go, I don't have time to meditate. Well, yeah, then meditate more. That's the rule. But not everyone. For example, it was very easy for me to embrace these things, these spiritual things, because I've been raised on those grounds. And for me, it was like natural to feel that the energies. I just felt something and I did it. I didn't ask myself, am I gonna do it? I just did it. So my idea, for example, of a creative society is that one. I want to do music, I will do it. I'm creating something. I'm creating something for somebody to to be happy with my music, and that person wants to create, for example, a windmill for something for the winds to catch energy and all that, so we can do it. That's how I see a creative society. A society not based on those ancient models. Ah, you gotta be a doctor. Ah, you gotta be a teacher. Ah, you gotta be that. You can be whatever that you want to be. And I don't know if that's where the creative society is going to get complicated, but let's try it first. But that's the way I see it. Be free, because that's what we don't have nowadays. Freedom. We don't have even now. Well, not start the not now. Sorry. Say it again in another one in another interview. So if we check, the world is not. We're not free. We think that we are, but we're not. So I think that's the first issue to be addressed, and after that, then we can go to the freedom of the creative society, because that will be easy. Because no one will go, ah, Miguel wants to be a musician. He doesn't want to do anything of his life. He doesn't want to play. Yeah, but he forgets that if I'm playing, is I'm giving my time to play, to practice. You know, I think that everything must, like you said just now, Tatiana, about the neighbors, to talk with the neighbors, to talk with the community is very important, and that doesn't happen nowadays. We tend to look like we are connected, but we're not. As I said before the broadcast, and I don't know if I can repeat it here, but yeah, the internet is putting us all together, but it is like an illusion. It's not, because we're all together and we cannot talk with the neighbor and say, hey, do you like the sugar? You like this sugar? Try my sugar. And if you like it, I mean, you can buy it from me. I don't know. Even that model is outraged, the financial model as well. So that's got to change too. So, but that's how I see a creative society, a society where everyone is free. For me, is that. And freedom goes everywhere of positive things, positive, positive things. I'm not going to kill someone to be in a creative society. I'm not going to.
Exactly, because I think you are talking about our second Alatra Foundation, and let me read it for you. That every human is born with the right to be a human being, and all people are born free and equal, and everyone has the right to choose. There can be no one and nothing on earth superior to a human, and our technical support is showing it to us on the screen. And his freedom and rights. The implementation of human rights and freedoms must not violate the rights and freedoms of other people. This is our second Alatra Foundation on the creative society. To have a look on them, because there are 8 Alatra Foundation, you can visit our website, www.alatraunites.com, and just to explain this, these Alatra Foundations, actually we summarize the answers of the people. In the same interviews we have already done in the past 2 years, we summarize them in this article. And this is what you're referring to now. It's our fundamental second foundation, human freedom. And I totally agree with you that in the creative society, all the people are free simply because they are born free and simply because we are human beings.
Yes.
So thank you so much for this observation. I don't know what Tatiana thinks, but I think it's a very good reminder and very good, very valuable observation, I think.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Miguel. Thank you. And so a lot of people wait for a government to make change for the better. Yeah. Who do you think should start the changes for the better in the world? Miguel, this is the question for you.
It's us. We cannot wait for the governments. The governments has shown us for years that they're not gonna do it. And it's interesting that you asked me that, Tatiana, because last year we had Luciano Huck. He's a Brazilian presenter. So he was here in an event that impulses and boosts young people, projects and everything. Oh, let me just turn my battery, my charger. Wait. Oh, yeah. So he was actually talking about that. He was saying that because it's, for example, it's a problem of my country. I'm going to speak about my country. The young ones are not very engaged in politics. They're not at all. They don't engage at all. And that Brazilian presenter was actually talking about it, and I said, man, this guy is saying what I've been saying for years. We have to engage, because if we don't engage, there's going to be someone that doesn't have your interests, doesn't even care about you, that's going to go into power, and it's going to decide for you. So you better start engaging now. And I love that phrase. I was like, this guy, because I've been saying for so long to my friends, my colleagues, my people that I know, I've been saying that we have to engage, but people just don't care. Everyone is going to win at the same time. No, we have to engage, because otherwise, people that don't have no interest in you, they're going to be chosen to go there, and they're just going to think about them. And for example, creative society passes from that. For example, the choice of politicians. We would have a great window where everyone would put their projects for that year, and we will all globally would choose. This is like, okay, I like this guy. Okay, let's vote for all of these people. We're voting for example, a guy in Somalia that has a nice project for us here in Mozambique. And for example, Somalia is voting for a guy in Mozambique to have a nice project for there. You know, that's how I see it. It's complicated. It's very complex, because we're just talking about it now. We cannot visualize it, but I do it all the time. I do it like I'm already seeing that society, so I can talk about it. So you see, so that's it.
Thank you so much. And we really can't build the creative society in one country or on one continent. We can do it only all together, all around the world. This is our common house. This is our planet. It is one for us, and this is our responsibility, the responsibility of every single citizen. Thank you for sharing, Miguel.
Thank you.
Miguel, would you like to add something, or maybe you have some questions to our guests?
I think that what we have discussed so far, it's bringing us to further exploration of the opinion of the people from Mozambique, maybe from neighboring countries of Mozambique, as you have just mentioned. You are interested in what is happening in Somalia, for example. So we just will be happy to continue our 6 degrees of connection, and maybe it will bring us to neighboring country of Mozambique. So we will be happy to see unified and united Africa, because I think it's very important not to wait, as Tatiana was mentioning, for someone to come and improve our lives, but we can also move on, at least to move on with resources we have now. Yes, we have problems with the internet, and we can really sometimes see that our guests are disappearing from the broadcast from time to time, because today we had Jose, now he just disappeared. But we are going through these challenges, and we basically are sure that everything will be settled in the creative society, because internet is not something like super difficult to start in any country. So I think it's just a matter of time, basically.
Actually, I have one more question to you, Miguel. How do you think, how important is to spread this idea, and what else can be done for more people to learn about this beautiful idea of creative society in the near future?
Just as you said, share, share, share. You be uh, you be sure that Jose, afterwards, I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna tell him to add this to his lectures. Actually, for example, that's one of my first ideas. That would be one of my first ideas. And as I told you, I have a trading team. We do forex and high frequency forex. So, for example, and we're a lot of people, and we've got people from Portugal, Angola, Belgium, France, everywhere. So I can start there, for example, because that's what we have to do to share it. Sorry, we share it in our community, and then it goes for our Olga said in the beginning of the broadcast. This is the best way, the mouth to mouth, saying, guys, It's not just, we're not just talking about it. There's something written already. There's something that, there's a guide. There's something that we can follow. Because most of the times people feel themselves, we are abandoned. We don't know what to do. For example, Jose was asking a lot of things. I believe that when we finish this, when he contacts you, I believe that you'll have his answers answered as well, and you will feel this. Because I mean, this is, I always say, it's a Portuguese expression, halfway is done. So we just have to do the other halfway, and everything will come together as one.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to add also that sometimes people, they just don't have time in our consumer format of society to think about such things, to think about that we can really live the other way, yes? And this project, the Creative Society, it gives every single person an understanding what role he or she plays in the formation of such type of society.
Thank you very much, Tatiana, for this observation. I just would like maybe to finish our broadcast with the 8 Alato Foundation, because Miguel was saying that we should move on, and the 8 Alato Foundation, it's a self-governing society. And basically, we as humans can organize everything. And I would just would like to read it for you again. Everyone has the right to participate in the management of the affairs of the creative society and in the adoption of laws that improve human life. And now our technical support team is demonstrating this 8 Alato Foundation to us, to our guests and viewers on the screen. And basically, the resolution of socially important, socially significant, and economic issues in particular that affect the quality of a human's life is submitted for public discussion and vote. And we'll be very happy to give the comments maybe on these foundations in our upcoming broadcast. And it was great to have you today, Miguel, and also Jose. I hope he will
Thank
listen
you.
to this broadcast when he has the chance to get to internet. And it's very easy just to remind how to join us, because there is a lovely red button on our website called Join Us. And when you just click on this, immediately just give us your opinion and we will contact you back. And you can be the guest of our upcoming broadcast in the future.
Yes, I actually saw that today, but I said, let me hear them first. And then I actually saw that, and I said, okay, afterwards, I've downloaded the book. I've downloaded the book in Portuguese, in English, actually in English, but then I saw you have the Portuguese PDF. So I'm taking it with the two languages. So when I have some difficulties, I go to each one of them. I actually saw that. And yeah, of course, now now we're connected. So we're just going to connect more people to it. And that's
Exactly.
the
So
challenge.
easy is this.
Yeah, and I want to add that today as never, we need to unite and choose the new vector of development of our society, which is creative society. And using modern technology, we can really travel around the world and talk to each other like today, like we're doing now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miguel. Thanks to our technical support. Thank you, dear viewers, for being with us today. See you next time. And guys, don't forget to share with this video using the hashtags Alato Unites and Creative Society.